We're back out here once again, and today we're talking about why when it comes to bass fishing, acting just like a ninja might be the absolute best thing that you can do. Stick around. There we go, I got him. Ooh, that feels good. That feels real good. That's a pretty good one. And here is this video's featured comment. Congratulations! If you would like to have a chance to have your comment featured in an upcoming video, all you've got to do is leave a comment. And now, on with the video. I should probably change to a different bait then. It just does not want me to fish this jerk bait. There we go. Did I get him? I got him. A little bitty guy, but I got him. He's smaller than the last one that we had. But I got with all three hooks again. Alright, let me see. Yes, I know. Oop. Okay, well, but that is a jerkbait fish that we like. Little boom, 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 boom. He went after pretty good too. Alright, off of that Missouri jerkbait. Just shy of a pound. He's got a little spot right there. Nice little bass. Alright, dude. Thank you. Welcome back to Lowbrow Fishing, and today's topic might seem a little bit different, might seem a little bit out there, maybe even a little bit off the wall. Why bass fishing like a ninja is so important. And what I mean by that is learning the art of stealth. Having stealth when out on the water is so key. And I see so many anglers who disregard large portions of that philosophy. You know, when you go out there in your boat and don't bang around, don't open and close your hatches, don't drop the cooler, don't plop your shoes around, don't, throw your rods and reels, don't slam and open up your toolbox. The thing is, there is so much more to it than just that. And we're going to get into it, both for boaters and for you bank anglers. Yes, there's a lot that you bank anglers are not doing when you're going out on the water that are costing you bites just because you're not being stealthy. And by not being stealthy, you are tipping your hand, you're alerting those bass, and they're onto you, and they are so much less likely to bite once they get a clue, once they get into that mode. Now let's start at the very beginning. You're going to your first favorite spot. You've got the boat wide open and you are hauling across the lake. You've got that boat up on pad and you are just moving. That's fine. But a lot of times we wait until we're right up on that waypoint or we're right up on that spot before we ease that throttle back and bring her into position. I'm telling you, a lot of times that is a mistake. A lot of times we come raging up to that spot way too quickly and the bass just scatter. And the ones that don't scatter, they just shut down. It's like when you go to lower that trolling motor, right? And you start to fish, you always hear people say, well, just keep it on one setting and just go. Well, no, turn it off. Let the current push you along. And people will say, well, yeah, but those fish are conditioned to that trolling motor. And I say, yes, they absolutely are. They know that trolling motor means that lures are going to start plopping by them, and they're conditioned to that. They know that when they hear that trolling motor, they're also going to hear those sonar pings. And studies have conclusively shown time and time again that when bass are hearing those sonar pings and then when bass are hearing that trolling motor, that bite can turn way off. Now, you might still be able to catch some really active fish. You may be able to trigger them to bite, but why risk it? Why make it harder on yourself? Just drift along with the current. That's what I do whenever I'm in the bass buggy or if I'm in the little boat. It does not make a difference. I will see which way the current is blowing. And I've heard it a million times, go against the current. But I'm telling you from experience, from how I've fished and how other guys around me have fished, turn your trolling motor off. Let that current take you along where you want to fish, right? If you have to make small adjustments, make small adjustments, but don't keep on that trolling motor. And whenever you are making small adjustments, don't have that trolling motor on high. Have it on the lowest possible setting. Have it on the lowest setting that you can have it on and still move your boat effectively the way you need to move it. Otherwise, I'm telling you, especially now, with those lakes more pressure than they've ever been before, those bass are under so much stress. You know, I've seen guys, right? I see guys out there. I see these scopers that are out there. They've got their head down on their screen, you know, and they've got their neck joint bulged out and everything because they've been staring at that same fish on their live scope for an hour and a half. And they've been messing with it, and they've been messing with it, and they've been messing with it, and that fish will not commit. That's because that fish knows what's up. That fish knows that every single time a bait is thrown at it, that is not anything it needs to be interested in. That's one of the downsides of live scoping, is that it is a very loud sonar ping, and it's very constant too. It's a very steady, constant ping, and if those fish aren't accustomed to it, or if those fish are just lethargic, any number of things can get them to turn off. And if you try to be more stealthy, well, then that is just giving those fish fewer options, fewer reasons to get lockjaw. And in the end, we need all the help we can get. So that's why I just go out in my little plastic boat with no electronics. I see which way that wind is blowing. I put the trolley down and I go all the way past where I want to fish. Turn that trolling motor off and I just coast by where I want to go. You know, I do have to make some adjustments, yes, but by and large, I can go a half an hour, 40 minutes or longer without ever touching that trolling motor on a good day. And I feel like that gives me a distinct advantage, especially when it's hot, when it's muggy, and those fish just don't feel like biting. It helps me present to those fish a more natural bait. You know, they're going to believe it more because they don't know where it came from. La-dee-da-da. Oh, there, I got him. Ooh, that one feels pretty good. Stay down. That actually feels really good. Oh, that feels pretty good unless I got him foul hooked. Get over here. All right. There's another one on the old jerk'em bait. Ooh, look at that. He T-boned it. He was going after that thing. He wanted it. I can see, there we go. Gorgeous little fish. Hey, about 1.25 pounds. Nicer one. All right, thank you, dude. Have a good day. All right, let's get back out there. Let's get right back out there. Now, that doesn't mean you bank anglers are completely off of the hook. There are several different things that I watch bank anglers do, several crucial mistakes that they make that can definitely hurt your day when you're out there bass fishing. And it's the same game, whether you're in the boat, whether you're on the bank, we are still trying to go out there and catch bass. And as someone who bank fishes quite regularly, I can tell you it can be an extremely effective way to fish all year long, even in the summer. But you've got to be stealthy. You've got to put your ninja skills to the test. So we're going to go ahead and go out on the water, and I'm going to show you just exactly some examples of what I'm talking about. Whenever you get to the bank to start fishing, never do it from this close. As you're walking towards that bank, your footsteps are making vibrations in the ground that radiate out in the water. The bass can feel that in their lateral lines, and it spooks them. So whenever you first get to the water, start from back here or even further away. And that goes from every single place along the bank that you want to fish. You don't want to spook those bass before you've even gotten started. And that goes true for something like this fishing pier as well. Don't just go running out on it. You'll make a bunch of noise and you'll end up scaring the fish away up to 100 yards in either direction. Whenever you first get to the lake, make some casts around the bottom of it on either side. That way, if there are any fish in the area, you ensure that you haven't spooked them away and you maximize your chances for getting a quick bite. And that goes doubly true out here at the boat ramp. Before you start fishing, cast from back here first. Make sure that you're not too close to the water where your vibrations can be detected by the fish. And before you get out on that pier to start making casts, make sure you fish around it really good. That way, if there's any fish in the area, you haven't spooked them off. I'm telling you, doing these little things will make sure that you put yourself on fish much more consistently and much more often. So there you have it. The next time you're out on the water bass fishing, try to be as stealthy as you possibly can. I promise you, you will have greater success. As those bass, well, they become lulled into a false sense of security. They aren't aware of our presence as much as they ordinarily would be. So we're not giving them any reason to shut down. They may not move off. You may see them on your electronics, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're in the biting mood if they know we are there. So the best thing we can do, make it where they don't know we're there, at least as best as we possibly can. Thanks for watching Lowbrow Fishing. We'll catch you in the next one.